Hello guys, what are you doing? Watching a movie? What kind of movie? Club. Oh, I know about this movie. The summary for this movie is it about the teacher, Mr. Clark, for precisely. He was a teacher at the California City, but then he moved on to the New York City because he want to find another school for him to teach. Is it? He was a successful person, a successful teacher at the California City, which was he was successful to raise the grade and the result of his student. But later on, he moved on to the New York City, and then he find another job at the inner elementary school. At there, he was applying for the job of the teacher, and then he got the most problematic student. Is it? Right, okay. But at the end of the story, he managed to raise the grade and the result of the student from the bottom of the class to the top of the class. Okay. What do you think about this story?
Guys, I think from the story we can take some moral values. For an example, Ron Clark has a self-confident person because he is the one of the extraordinary individual who has a great faith on youth today, and he has the passion on helping others to uplift their well-being. He is also a simple person who believes in dreams and work hard to achieve it. And certainly, he is the one great person worth of emulation. The second moral value I think is a hard worker teacher, because Ron Clark thinks that work hard is the key to become a success. Ron Clark wants to change students in the Harlem's elementary school to become a smart class, and he must work hard to do it, and finally him able to change them. That's all I think from the moral value. Do you have another ideas?
Dah tujuh aku.
Yes, I agree with you, Hanif. And I want to add a moral value based on this movie. The moral value that I have learned based on this movie is we can never easily to give up, because there is no success that can be achieved easily. Based on this movie, Mr. Ron Clark never give up during teaching his student to as we know that the student are uncontrollable and rude, but he never give up to make them achieve a good result during examination. What about you, Hafiz?
Yes, Shafiq. It's a good opinion. In my opinion, Ron Clark is such a positive person. Why I say like that? This is because when he first time came to the school, the headmaster told him that the previous teacher before him, he's retired and he's quitting from teaching the 6th grade student at the school. Why? Because the student is very rude. But Ron Clark believed that he can teach them. To achieve their goal in their life.
Yes, Hafiz, I totally agree with you. In my opinion, I believe that in this movie, there's another moral value that a teacher, which is Ron Clark, he is willing to do everything for his student to learn.
Wow, really?
Yes, for example, one day after he got into his class, he decided to paint his whole class with a new wall, right? That show that Ron Clark is willing to do everything for his student to learn English with him.
Wow.
Okay, how to imply the moral value in our daily life? So first moral value is never give up. In this Ron Clark story, Mr. Clark as a student, as a teacher, never give up to give what he has to change the student of his class, even though he have give up once, but can what his name? Oh, I forget. Sorry, but her name is Melissa. The Mr. Clark girlfriend. He come and give a support to Mr. Clark to not give up to change the student. So Mr. Clark, with a spirit that come from Melissa, he continue her effort. He continue his effort to change the student until the end of the story. We can see the student finally change and success in their study. So we have to fight everything that be a barrier for us to achieve the dream, because if not us to fight that, who else to fight that? Everything is up to us, up to ourselves, alright? So to get the spirit of not to give up in our life, I have 4 tips for you guys, so you can use to make yourself better. So firstly, always motivate yourself. Okay, always motivate yourself. Secondly, always think positive about other people. Husnuzon. Okay. Thirdly, always surrounded by the positive people. Okay, find the good people. Be their friends. And in the same time, learn how to change your life. And the fourth is, this is very important, never do something that can ruin your dreams, because if you do the something that can ruin your dreams, everything is over. Okay, so the second moral value is self-confidence. So to get the self-confidence in your life, firstly, you have to trust yourself, because if you don't trust yourself, it will be a barrier to you to do what you want or to do what you can do. So trust yourself and just do what you want. That from that you will get the self-confidence. And secondly, do not listen to what other people will talk about you. Ignore the others talk about you, because if you listen to them, it will ruin yourself. It will make yourself worse, and you cannot do what you want or what you can do. So just be yourself. Thank you.
Okay, the next moral value in this movie, okay, hardworking. Okay, Mr. Clark said to his students that you guys have been working so hard for the last 3 months on this test, and whatever the score are, I want you to know I'm proud to be your teacher. So the dialogue between Mr. Clark and his student describe that the educational values of hard work by using the statement, you guys have been working so hard for the last 3 months on this test. Based on the statement, it is clear that the student had studied hard for the exam. Meanwhile, the quotation I'm proud to be your teacher. Shows that Mr. Clark was proud to be their teacher since they did the great effort for the exam. Okay. So in our life, to be succeed, we must work hard to make it happen, no matter what situation we face. Failure is it is not a barrier. Instead of ourselves,